My name's Chris Matthew, I'm the Strategic Manager here at Flannery Plant Hire. Okay, so we're at the Operator Skills Hub today, and as you can see, it's a busy environment. It's something that Flannery was really passionate about building because we identified a gap in terms of how do we get operators who don't have the experience or don't have the opportunity to gain experience to come and have that confidence building session with a mentor who can actually run them through how the machine operates. But that in itself is not it. What we're also trying to teach here is how we embed data and that learning in that person's understanding of how the machine is working. So what I mean by that is we run a course here called the Eco Operator course. So having an operator who can operate a machine is one thing, but having an operator who can effectively operate that machine, interpret the correct mode for the task that they're in, and understand the risks and the benefits potentially of reducing their idle time is really important. We also like to demonstrate to the operators what a fleet manager or a plant manager can see in terms of a leaderboard or a dashboard, which again is driving those good behaviours. The other thing that the Operator Skills Hub has taught us is the importance of bringing those fleet managers in and actually empowering them to see the sort of data that these machines can generate. And in turn, that's challenged us and MachineMax to develop new and better tools on the platform. I think having MachineMax has enabled us to have a closer relationship with customers through the life cycle of the hire. If you imagine traditionally when we used to hire a piece of plant to a customer, it was quite a transactional relationship. As soon as the machine was on hire, we typically didn't hear back from the customer unless we had a problem with the machine or at the end of the hire when they were finished with it. Now we can have more of a consultative relationship through the duration of the hire to assess how that machine is performing, whether there are any subtleties or any changes that are needed with regards to the volume of the machine, the type of the machines that they've got on site, and indeed it might be something to do with the behaviours of the operators. So we might identify something through the data that might impact whether we need to offer that operator more training or whether there's a different technology that could be deployed in that instance. So for example, machine control that would do that job more effectively.
Yeah. So my name is Aaron Davis, I'm the Head of Skills and Training for Flannery Plant Hire. So we stood here today then in our flagship training premises, which is the Operator Skills Hub, our joint venture with Balfour Beatty based at Dunton Wharf in Birmingham. Yes, I think we all realise, and obviously Flannery realised that currently there's an absolute drive for data within the construction sector, and I think a lot of us realise we're producing all this data but not necessarily using it to its maximum efficiency. And also we've got all this data and what are we trying to use it for? So what we're doing currently on several projects where Flannery are leading the way with some of our clients is actually looking at the telemetry, so looking at the data the machines are producing, and then working with the operators, because it is within the operators' gifts to actually be able to improve idling time, fuel efficiency, wear on equipment and components. So what we've done is had some quite successful pilots where what we've done in partnership with NOCN is created a site-right Eco Operators course. And what we can do is bring down all the data from MachineMax on the client's project, show a baseline to all the operators of where we are as a starting point on the data that's being given off by the machines at that point in time. Then what we can do with that data is say, right, look, here's the data, here's where we are, here's your idling time, here's fuel efficiency, by equipment types, by operators, by activity. Then what we're doing is running the Eco Operator course, and then we're coming back and almost doing a weekly briefing to see where that benchmark data has improved. And then we've ran that into, for want of a better word, fuel saving tournaments where we can incentivise operators to reduce idling time, increase fuel efficiency, and they're rewarded for those practices.
Hi, my name is Dominic Murphy and I work for Flannery Plant Hire. Operator training for me is key because you could go away and do a plant ticket and then you could just have it rushed. You may not be confident in what you're doing. It's like your driving test. You drive that car for an hour that they want you to drive it, then you start picking up the bad habits. So it's the same with any piece of plant. You've done your test and you go out on site and you might start picking up the bad habits, but if you're trained properly from the start, nice and steady, so the candidate understands the training properly and has any questions that they may want answering whilst doing the training, you can fully fulfil them with the correct answer and they can go away knowing, I'm confident in what I know, I'm confident in what I can do. I feel that simulators being brought into the industry gives people an understanding of how things first work and takes that danger element away. Because if you first get the machine and you've never driven it, no matter what that machine is, there's always an element of danger that should you push the wrong lever, should you do the wrong thing, how does someone train a person competently near it? At least with a simulator, you're in a safe environment, whether that be in a classroom or on a mobile unit out somewhere on a training day. You can be shown the right way how it operates, so you have an understanding. So then if you want to go further and do the ticket, you can then progress. Yeah, I definitely think sustainability and production and the environment are all brought in with your training to be the best you can at your job, really, so that you have an understanding of the bigger picture of what you can do in your job and how it affects everybody, not just you.